everyone, Tim Brown. Welcome back to my Apple Podcast. Today I want to cover the iPad and creativity. Ever since the iPad was released, I noticed that my patterns of creativity have increased exponentially, and I think it has a lot to do with the apps that are available for iOS. So what I thought I would do was cover a few apps that I think bring out the best creativity in you. The first app we're looking at here is an app called Live Collage. Live Collage has numerous templates, including templates that are in 3 dimensions, like the one that you're seeing here. And all you do is just simply import the photos in from your camera roll, and you can explore all different kinds of configurations. Now, this next app is a music creation app. It's pretty cool. It's called Keezy Drummer. What you're looking at are dots that correspond with different beats. The more dots you select, the more beats you get. There's a menu along the bottom that has dots that correspond with each unique sound. When they play all together, you create a very unique composition. It's very fun, intuitive, and easy to use. And if you like creating music, this app is a lot of fun. Another app that seems to have taken my creativity to a whole nother level is Weebly. Weebly is a web creation tool that enables you to set up web pages. You can add text, titles, paragraphs, slideshows. You can organize columns. You can set up hyperlinks. You can even use Weebly to set up your own business page if you want to sell products online. This app is super cool, and it will definitely bring out the creativity in you, especially if you're into online sales. Another app I really like is Video Shop. If you're really into video editing, this app will definitely make you a lot more creative than you would be if you're trying to create videos on your own. You can import videos in from your library, and they show up as thumbnails along the bottom. You can then make adjustments to the sound. You can add soundtracks, you can trim them, you can add some really cool transitions, and there are even some nice themes that come along with them. You can crop the videos, and you can decide to create a video in landscape or a portrait or even in a square format. It is one of the more popular apps in the App Store. Another app that's really cool is Create. It's self-explanatory and definitely applies to the creativity mode of thinking because you can do anything with this app. For one, it comes with a lot of built-in graphics and vector graphics as well, where you can set up silhouettes of different shapes. You can import photos from your own library. You can customize fonts. And you can design just about anything from cards to your Facebook header. It really comes in handy, very intuitive. It is called Create. One of my favorite applications, designed by Apple, and it's called Keynote. It is by far the best presentation tool available, especially if you like to use the iPad or the Mac. It comes with some beautiful templates. You can set up your presentations in standard or widescreen mode. The graphics are beautiful. You can import photos and videos from your library. Transitions are amazing, and it even comes with annotation tools when you're presenting live. That's Keynote from the iWork suite, made by Apple. Another fantastic app. I mean, it's really super if you like working with vector graphics and shapes and developing compositions for your apps or for how you want your website to look. It's called Adobe Comp. And you can use all types of vector graphics and shapes to design and lay out things the way you want. You can even import PNGs, as I did in this case, where I was trying to design an interactive website. And I laid it all out using Adobe Comp. Really cool. Brings out the creativity in you, no doubt about it. And this app is really cool too. This is Procreate. If you're a visual artist, this app is for you. You can import media in from your library. Everything is organized in layers. You can also control each element as well. When you combine them together, you can have a lot of flexibility in terms of how you make adjustments. You can go in and control the saturation, the size, the values, the contrast, and you can control everything from the tools that are along the side as well as the tools that are up above. It just gives you a lot of flexibility. Not only can you manipulate images, but you can also use the paintbrush tools and eraser tools to go in and just fine-tune things and get them to look just the way you want them to. What's really nice is that this is a combination of an app that can use layers where you bring in your own images while at the same time using the built-in paint tools and erase tools and blur tools to add your own personal element to them. You can transform these and be as creative as you want to be. This app is truly amazing and brings out the utmost creativity in you if you happen to be a visual artist. It's super fantastic. That's Procreate for the iPad and the iPhone. Another one of my favorite apps by Apple, it's iMovie. With iMovie, you can set up trailers as well as movie projects. When you bring your projects in, you have all kinds of ways to make adjustments by adding videos and photos from your library, or controlling them by trimming or adding titles to them. You can split clips, or you can add filters and effects. It's a really cool app, and it's probably one of the best apps available for those of you who like to create videos on your iPad. You can be super creative, and you can best believe that the end product is a very high quality. And that's iMovie by Apple. Of course, everyone knows Flipboard. No matter what platform you're using, Flipboard is probably the best news reader available. And why am I highlighting this one for creativity? Because the developers created this app in such a way where you can indeed be very creative in how you set this app up. Not only can you choose your own feeds, but you can actually create your own magazines and then organize articles based on the themes that you want. Thereby allowing this app to be a lot more creative than you would typically be if you were just simply collecting stories. Flipboard is very unique, very well designed, and will definitely bring out the creativity in you, as well as bring you access to all the news that you want. And one of my app's longtime favorite is Bazaar. Bazaar is a collage creation tool that allows you to bring in photos from your library as well as photos that are on the web. You can also browse different collages that the community has put together. But it's so easy to bring in transparent images that you can search online. You can manipulate images, make them transparent or increase the saturation. You can manipulate things. You can even add text to your collages as well. Every individual element can be moved around and resized with your fingers. It's just intuitive and easy to use. You can save images in high definition and post them to a shared networking site. That's Bazaar for iPad. And this is definitely one of my favorite apps. Talking about being creative, this app is called Matter. And you can import photos from your library or pre-existing photos that they have in their own library as the foundation. And then you can add all of these sort of future tectonic kind of shapes. They're usually all geometric, but what's great is that they're three-dimensional, and you can move them around to create shadows. You can also create actually movies from Matter. That's right. In addition to moving them around, you can actually choose to export it as a video. You can add soundtracks to them. And when you share them with your friends online or on Facebook or Instagram, people are always blown away when they see these things. You can only do this with Matter. Matter is definitely one of the most creative apps that I've ever used on iPad. And those are just some of the apps that I recommend that can bring out the creativity in you. Of course, you can find out more about these apps at myapplepodcast.com. You can also check me out at youtube.com/myapplepodcast. See you next time.